Welcome to Teq Tuesday, where we bring you technology insights that power the equipment finance industry.
Welcome to Teq Tuesday, where we say the quiet part out loud. Today, sometimes the best thing you can do for your vendors is reject them fast. Lisa Corby, syndications manager at Verdant Commercial Capital, explains why maybe is the most expensive word in equipment finance.
You know, I think it's the speed. It's the speed piece. Time is money. It was kind of touched on, but it wasn't actually said. But sometimes a quick no is better than a 5-day maybe. Sometimes gauging, it's a $20,000 deal. There's not a lot of upside for us. I mean, sometimes even a desk decline, because, I know we always want to say yes, but sometimes you have to make a judgment call there and desk decline something, because Verdant is such a volume shop. I can't take away from these other deals that have a higher likelihood of going through. So I also have to manage my time that way.
Verdant originated over $1 billion in 2025 with an average ticket of $150K. When you're moving that kind of volume, you can't afford to let low probability deals clog up your pipeline. So how does Lisa know which deals to kill fast?
Something that we rolled out this year that I had a large hand in was getting a better visualization on, the syndications that we're doing, a tool where I can really see the pipeline and really know the volume and really have a tight grasp of everything that is going through capital markets. In 2024, I was really only syndicating for 3 of the 6 verticals. And then at the beginning of 2025, I actually took over all the verticals for our flow business. So my volume essentially doubled. But by rolling out a tool where I could, really have a visual of what's coming through capital markets, it probably saved me 30% of the time that I was previously using as sort of I had more of a hunt and peck strategy. But now, I have a single place where I can see everything that's happening within capital markets.
30% time savings just from being able to actually see what's happening. Meanwhile, Greg's thinking about what happens on the other side when you send deals you shouldn't.
Just because we might be highly automated when we send transactions to a syndication partner, right? Click the button. Even if I have to send a PDF app today, I click a button and I email it over, right? Easy, easy, easy. That syndication partner may not have a high level of automation. The partner might mean somebody's got to take a moment to sit down and review and try to score your deal. Great news, I got you an approval. Well, if the rate doesn't work or it's not an approval we can sell, we just spent our own time and we spent the time of one of our syndication partners on it. So I always think it's important to think about what's going to come out the other side.
Your vendors don't want hope. They want answers. A fast no lets them move on to the next opportunity instead of watching their deal sit in limbo. And with proper visibility into your pipeline, you can make those calls confidently instead of guessing. Turns out, clarity is actually pretty valuable. Stay tuned for next week, where we continue our series on sell-side syndication. See you then. Thanks for watching Teq Tuesday. You can watch the full webinar for more credit automation insights, or visit northtech.com to see how we're helping lenders put these ideas into practice. See you next week.